First one of the day. This is a new client with his lovely Triumph Bonneville bobber. This is in for a Trott full Monty Valid, and he's also going to go with the extra special £50 extra ceramic on all the bodywork. We're going to put the Ultimax Signature Pro, so I'll give that 5 years worth of paint protection. Really works well with the matte finish, stop it staining and stuff. Got some marks on it, but we're going to get all that clean. We're going to get all these wheels all cleaned up, all this disc, see all the edge of this disc where it's all dirty, all these spokes, and every one needs a good scrubbing. Get all that old chain lube off of there. It's nice to see a well-lubed chain at least, but we're going to get all that re-cleaned, re-lubed, get some XCP on it, get it looking like it should. Get all that front detail looking a bit messed down there. Get it looking like it should. Give me a couple hours. First step, we give it a good old rinse just to remove any light dust particles or dirt and grime. Covered up the seat, it's got an Alcantara seat on there, don't want to get that wet. So first step is to start degreasing. Oh, this chain lube is everywhere. Luckily it's kept it from rusting at least, but yeah, she's pretty minging. So we get a little toothbrush out and we get some degreaser, we get all in there, give it a good rinse, and then we'll crack on with some cleaning. Okay, she's all degreased. I managed to get all that chain lube off from here, all up behind the cover there. I've now sprayed it down with the Cartec wheel cleaner. So we're gonna give it a good old brushing, start agitating all this dirt on these wheels. It's mainly getting these spokes cleaned up. I've got to scrub each and every one of them. I don't know whether you can tell on here. See, they're just starting to corrode the front of them. So I need to get all that corrosion off before we apply the XCP. So I'm then going to use the iron wash, the Cartec iron wash, just to remove any brake particles that are stuck on there. So let's get those scrubbed up, and then we'll give it a rinse and crack on with the motor. Okay, wheels are all clean. I've scrubbed each and every one of those spokes. Got that little bit of corrosion off the front that was just starting to set in. I've now given it a bit of a snow foam. We're going to put some engine cleaner on this engine, clean up all these fins on the edge here, then we'll rinse it off, and then we'll snow foam it again, wash all the tank, side covers and mud guards, and then we'll blow dry and get on to some detailing. Okay, just finished blow drying her, making sure to remove any moisture from the switch gear or your motor or your rad, making sure to remove it all as we're going to apply the XCP next. We do this with the air compressor, and we mist it on everything I think will corrode, all up underneath the tank, all your shock, suspension linkages, all down the front. Well, I'm going to put some paint on there first. Front of that got a little rust, so we're going to mask all that off, cover up those discs, making sure so we get some penetration on these spokes, making sure to remove or neutralize any rust on these nipples. Well, that sounds terrible. Anyway, so we're going to brush it on here, mist it on everything else, and then we'll crack on with some detailing of the tank and side covers. Okay, on to the next stage. She has been fully washed, degreased, blow dried. I've XCP'd all the motor. We use the XCP Clear this time of year. So all your motor, all your suspension linkages, all up underneath the tank. I put the XCP Orange on all the nuts and bolts, your sprocket, your nipples have all had a little brushing. I've just wiped down all the bodywork with an alcohol mixture just to remove any oils. Now I'm going to lay down the Ultimax Signature Quartz. We're going to do all this tank, front mud guard, side covers. While that's curing, I am going to get me a little polisher out and give this swing arm a polish. It looks like it's all scratched up. I think he has a little tool bag or saddle bag, something goes on there. So I'm going to polish that up while everything's curing. Then we're going to buff it off, and this is ready to go. Looking sweet. Okay, just buffed off this Ultimax Signature Quartz ceramic. Look at that, just the right amount of sheen. I'm not really a fan of the matte finish, to be honest, but that ceramic just does leave that perfect amount of sheen. Not too shiny, just right. Now it's fully protected for the years ahead, so that's looking all sweet. Now I'm just gonna, like I said, get me my new flex machine out. I'm gonna do a little polishing on this swing arm, see if we can get rid of these scratches, and then this bike is ready to go. Unfortunately, the weather has just turned. What a pity. Couple of runs with my little machine and some Cartec 3000. It's come up a right treat. Oh, so much better. Managed to get all those scratches out. Look at the gloss on that. Better than new. 2.5 hours. There you go. 2.5 hours on the dot. This Triumph Bobber Bonneville has been fully trotted and looking freaking sweet. Full snow foam, safe wash, deep grease, blow dry, XCP on all the chain, sprocket, nut bolts. All the chains been degreased, re-lubed, all the spokes have been thoroughly cleaned, all protected. Painted the front little bar there, cleaned off all the tar. Put a little bit of paint on a couple other bits on the front there. Like I said, every single spoke has been meticulously cleaned, all the edge of the disc. Everything's had a bit of XCP orange on it. All the engine's been misted with XCP, all your forks this, just to stop them from pitting. I then prepped it and treated it to a nice coating of the Ultimax Signature Quartz. So it's now got years worth of protection on this. That really goes well with that satin finish, keeps it protected from any petrol staining, acid rain, bird poo. Looking good. Get yours booked in now. We're open 7 days a week. I do a satisfaction guaranteed service. 07966 249 963.